Hi, this is Chris Ruisi, and they call me the coach. And what I want to talk to you about today is our habits. Our habits define us. We have good habits and we have not so good habits. And our habits are the things that help us achieve success. And sometimes the challenge that I see with many of my clients, the habits that got them to one level of success aren't necessarily the habits that will get them to the next level. So we need to be aware of our habits. And there are 5 habits that I think are the most important ones. And I'm going to share them with you in the simplest way possible and include a visual to help you to garner the concept and get it, if you will. So the first habit is self-discipline. The best definition I've heard about on self-discipline was written by a fellow named William Huxley in the 1800s, and he was a buddy of Darwin's. They called him Darwin's pit bull. And he defined self-discipline as knowing what you're supposed to do, doing it when you're supposed to do it, even though you don't feel like doing it. And that last piece is where all of us, end up falling on our face, so to speak. I use the humorous story of someone sitting at their desk having to make a very important phone call. They get ready, they know they have to do it, they open their desk drawer to take out a pencil so they can write on a pad, and they see all the multicolored paper clips mixed up together. And they say to themselves, my God, look at this chaos. I can't work anymore. I have to fix how these paper clips are stored in my desk. They knew they had to do it, but they didn't feel like it because the paper clips got in the way. The second is persistence. The second habit is persistence. Way too often, we give up way earlier than we should. And the story that I use to drive home the point on persistence is about a tribe in the Amazon that had a 100% success rate with their rain dance. Every time they danced, it rained. So a bunch of anthropologists from Princeton University or some other fancy school like that went off to the Amazon to study this tribe and all of the neighboring tribes because the neighboring tribes only had a 50% success rate. So they went for 6 months to the Amazon, studied this particular tribe, and at the end of the 6 months, their report concluded that they didn't stop dancing until it rained. We give up way too soon. Make it rain in your own lives. The next habit that you have to understand is getting into the habit of questioning your status quo. Don't get so comfortable. We all react to change, and when I say question your status quo, there's an old expression, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. My take on that is if it isn't broke, check it now and then. So I don't want you changing things just for the sake of change, but don't get too comfortable. Learn to question your status quo. The fourth important habit is self-esteem. And that could be a subject of a video in and of itself, but for our purposes today, what I want to make the point is that you have to be happy with yourself. And how do you do that? Get into the habit of positive self-talk. Maybe in the morning, as soon as you get up, use some affirmations, 5, 10, 15. At the end of the day, go through your affirmations again. If you don't like yourself, why would you expect other people to like and follow you? So self-esteem. And the last one is change. As I said before, we all react to change, but what I want you to learn how to do is to invoke change. Mark Twain once said, the only person who likes change is a wet baby. But what I want you to do is to bring change on. I want you to look for things that you can improve, but requires a change in a habit. And again, nobody really likes change, but once you adopt it and embrace it, you'd be amazed at the path of success that you will build for yourself. So those are the 5 key habits that I'd like you to focus on. Drop me a line, send me an email. I'd like to know what habits are working the best for you and which ones are not working for you, and tell me what you're doing about it. I don't want you sitting there just being victimized by the habits that are holding you back.